my name is Steven and I'm with Cannin.com. This week we're back for another deep technical analysis on Flower One Holdings, the company based out of Canada, out of Toronto, but with significant operations in the state of Nevada, one of the largest grows. And they do make concentrates as well as edibles and beverages. So let's jump over to the pricing chart now and see what we can learn from this company. So you'll see we're looking at FLOOF. This is their OTC ticker. They're also traded on the Canadian Stock Exchange, the CSE. But right now we're looking at the ticker down here in the US. You can see April 2020, they were up around 30 cents, climbed 40 cents, 50 cents. And since about summertime, early summertime, they've really had a downward trend all the way down to 10 cents, even dipping below that. So let's zoom in during some of that downward trend here. We're looking at the Aroon. Let me just show you the settings. Up is orange, down is blue. So you can see we had a cross from the up crossing below the down, right, which is a weak sign of weakness. Since then, we lost almost 20%, 30% of our pricing chart here. Then we had some choppiness, and then another clear down sit period where the down stayed above the Aroon Up, zooming way in until just recently, the 9th of October, where we see we have the Aroon Up crossing the down. That coincided with a day where the stock jumped 28%. And if you want to see that, you can take why that jumped, you can take a look at the fundamentals in our Chronicle email this weekend. We are also looking at the CCI, and it's kind of shifted downward. So this goes negative 100 to 100. You can see we're right at the negative 100 for this whole period of loss, even dipping well below. Look at that negative 300. That's one of the lowest ones you'll see in a while on the CCI. Only recently dipping back up, and we're now at negative 36, so haven't even crossed zero yet. So this is a promising sign, you know, from negative 300 to negative 30. But still not really getting that positive bullish signal that we would expect from the CCI, while we are getting it from the Aroon. Although, is it going to be choppiness or is it going to be a clear signal? We're going to have to wait for some of these other indicators to line up and tell us. We're also looking at a new one, the Divergence Indicator. I'll just look back a little bit. What we're looking for here, it's pretty clear, is divergences, right? It's periods where we're going increasing on the RSI based indicator, where the pricing chart is doing the opposite, decreasing. You can see here there was a decrease in the peaks while the pricing chart was gaining the entire time. So anytime there's differences in signals there, this indicator is telling us that the pricing chart is going to catch up to the indicator and flip what it's doing. And you can see it did indeed do that. Right at the end of May, it ended this period of pricing chart growth, and then that's when this huge decline came. So what is it telling us? You know, recently it's staying pretty consistently in between 30 and 50. We did finally dip below our lower boundary of 30. We're getting down around the teens, and look at what we see here. What this is, -9, 21. So we can see now that it's kind of gaining, right? So we're starting to see a positive increase in the lows here, all while the pricing chart is decreasing. So this is going to line up to be another divergence, telling us pricing is going to go up. So is this part of the trend here? This is going to continue up. The RSI Divergence Indicator is kind of telling us that it is. The Aroon is telling us that it is. The CCI, which lags a bit, possibly could be getting there, but it's not clear yet. So pay attention to Flower Ones. This could be the end of their downward swing. Some indicators aligning to tell us positive indicators. Also take a look at the Williams Alligator. I think that one is lining up in a pretty interesting way as well now. So FLOOF, Flower One Holdings, looking to turn it around, and we'll have to stay tuned to see whether these indicators are telling us the clear story or not. Have a great weekend and happy trading, everybody.